Located in Pound, Virginia, just a little south of the mountain, there's a story that still lingers to this day, and it's called The Lady at the Well. Back in the 1900s, may it be the early 1900s or the mids, I'm not exactly sure, but this story has been told over and over and passed on, especially when people get curious at the spirit they keep seeing on this road of a woman in white. See, back during that time, there was this woman and she got married. Well, her father-in-law didn't like her, and he convinced his son that you need to get rid of her, if you know what I mean. And one day, he finally gave in to his dad's suggestions and what he told him to do, and they both handled it and then threw her in the well. The next version is that she was pregnant, and the father-in-law was mad and said, "Y'all can't have this child. You can't care for it. You know what to do, son, and you better do it now." So they both unalived her and threw her in the well. And the third version that I heard is that, well, she did get pregnant, but it wasn't by her husband, and that was frowned upon. So they took justice in their own hands, and they just unalived her, threw her in the well. But her spirit didn't stay put in that well. She done climbed on up out of it, and she has been seen all over that road ever since. One eyewitness account happened a long time ago when a man was going out to his truck to get in it for work early one morning, and he said he turned and looked, and there she floated above the swamp in his yard. And another time, he said he went to go get in his truck another morning to go to work, and she was standing right behind it, and he didn't know whether if he should leave or stay home. Another story takes place whenever these two teenagers were headed home one night, and they were down that mountain taking the roads, and they had to pull over next to the graveyard to put some oil in their van. Well, one lifted the hood and went out there and put the oil in. The other one in the passenger seat was sitting there, not paying attention. Well, all of a sudden, the driver runs and jumps back in the van and was shaking and was like, "Look, look." And the guy in the passenger seat looks out his window, and there she stands. And she looks at them. She puts her hands together, put her head down like she's praying, and blows away in the wind. They said they drove all the way up to the next curve with the hood still up on the car trying to get the hell away from her. This spirit has been seen near the river or along the banks or walking the sides of the road, especially on rainy, foggy nights. Nobody knows exactly what she's looking for. Maybe it's justice. Maybe it's the baby she never got to have. But her spirit is restless and still being seen to this day. And she ain't the only spirit that haunts this road. Oh, Lord, no. There was a man that rides a horse through there, and well, he lost his life when he was having a conversation on the side of the road, and someone took one of these out and took his head right off. And they buried that joker on the side of the road. Not to include that this road was a wagon trail. And along this road, if you passed away, well, half the time they just buried you on the side of the road if they weren't where they were going to, which is usually long distances. And there were Native American graves out there. There's a lot of stuff on this road that would bug your mind, and it's one of my favorite places in the whole wide world. Have you ever seen Lady in White? Have you seen one in your town? Let me know right here. And y'all, don't forget to follow me for more paranormal stories. And if TikTok seems to go away, you can find me on the YouTubes. The Real Bigfoots. See you later.